Scary.com Part 2. The next and final stop was to the cemetery. I don't remember much about this link, except there was a hunchbacked man that would constantly tap on a coffin with a shovel. He wouldn't look at me, he would just keep tapping it for some reason. The cemetery was filled with coffins that just sat on top of the ground, rather than being buried beneath it. There was just one spot that was a dark hole. I clicked it and I saw what I think was an underground version of hell. There were various celebrities that would say lines if you clicked on them. On the other side was a vampire and a devilish imp with a gas mask. Those two didn't say anything. I would click on the figures again and again to hear their spoken dialogue. Little did I know, if one were to click on a precise pattern of these figures, it would take them to a second room. In the second room, a coffin lied in the center of the screen. The room was completely dark, with various international flags burnt at the feet of the coffin. On its door read, "Society." As I clicked it, I immediately regretted it. Pop-ups flooded my screen of pictures of dead children, not cartoons, actual murdered children that were beaten, stabbed, crucified, etc. I had never seen an actual death, and I remember being horrified by one child who seemed to have his head run over by a truck. I could see his brains scattered on the pavement and a pool of blood leaking down to the sidewalk. The pop-ups kept coming and my stomach twisted. I felt like I was going to throw up. I turned my computer off and called my mother to come see. I told her all about what happened, and she assured me it was likely just special effects to try and scare kids. I walked upstairs to the kitchen to drink some milk and try not to think about what just happened. I heard my mother call my father downstairs and they talked back and forth for a good 20 minutes. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but they sounded worried. My parents came back upstairs and my mother looked like she had been crying. They didn't tell me anything about what happened when they were down there. My father only said that I wasn't to talk about that site anymore. I waited until they were both asleep at midnight so I could sneak downstairs. I immediately typed in www.scary.com, but was denied. They had blocked the entire website. I had many nightmares about the site and the pictures I had seen. It only took a few months until I started to forget about it. The nightmares only happen about once or twice a year now. I keep seeing that boy in my head. That innocent boy whose face and brains were flattened on the pavement. When I would ask my parents about it, they acted like they didn't know what I was talking about. To this day, they continue to deny it.